welcome back to my channel. Hey, here's what I'm taking a pallet wood and turning it into Shou Sugi cribbage board. And basically, as you can see, I'm cutting off the nail spots and then cutting enough room to make sure I can make two boards out of this. I'm playing around a little bit because it is a pallet board. I'm just trying to see what I can do here today. And I think you'd be interested in the results. You can see here, the more I apply the torch, it just doesn't seem to be burning, but the wood itself has got some, it's releasing it. I think it's a maple board and it's releasing maple because it's really, really sticky. And I keep trying to torch it, and it's just the maple that keeps burning and not really the wood. So I play around, just trying to get it to go. Um, and you'll see here in a moment what transpires. You can see finally getting the burn, not just the maple, and it's taken a lot. And I was just surprised at how much was still in this pallet board. Um, but kept going, kept going. This took quite a while to finally get to this point. Now going with the grain of the wood, just removing the charred excess and bringing out, the grains underneath. This actually gives more of a 3D effect, which at this point I know it's probably not the best to do the way I'm going to do it with the cribbage board. Uh, because every time you hit one of the high areas, it's going to crack. And you'll see that in the end results because I didn't spend a lot of time placing the holes. And if you're going to do this technique, you really got to take a look at where you want the holes. And you're probably going to have to go along with some of the grains. Now, you see I'm torching again, and some of the maple starting to come back out, and it instantly changes the look of it. Some spots it has it, as you can see, some spots it doesn't. Um, but It's a technique that I'm playing around with just to see with this board. And uh, but once again, it has a 3D effect when you're scraping out uh, the shards.
And I'm going to do a little bit of white too.
During this, I need my drill press someplace else. I'm literally in the back corner of the garage with a bunch of stuff around and trying to make this work. I know this is something I'm not really going to keep, but I'm just experimenting with for future projects, trying to see if this will work. Right here, as you can see, I got the metal bar on the side. You need to have a jig so you can just push it straight along so your lines can be really straight. It's hard to hit all the spots perfectly without a jig. I, as you can see, I turned the lights up to make it brighter so it's easier for me to see, but still, you need a jig really to make it nice and smooth, straight lines. So I know that for my next board that I'm going to make, and I'm going to make a couple more here. Uh, and I think you'll be interested to see in some of the stuff that I'm coming up with. I'm not using a CNC, obviously, doing it all by hand. And as I went through this, this is my experiment. That's why I used a pallet board and, just trying to see the different techniques and what can be done. Now, this board wasn't the best when we started out with, as you saw. It had cracks and stuff. And it turned out pretty good. Obviously, there's a few things I would do different as I kind of hurried this one along. But here is a pallet board that we turned into a cribbage board. Thanks for watching.